Evening here at Springfield Stadium with Bulls manager Gary Freeman. Gary, last week out against Reigns Park Vale, we had a 1-1 draw. Can you tell us a little bit about that game last week, please?
Yeah, it was a good game, I thought, particularly first half. I thought both teams in pretty difficult conditions tried to play football, so it was a decent game. Two good teams who wanted to win. There was no one sitting off. It was both teams at it, both had chances. I thought we maybe shaded the first half. Second half they got their goal and then made it difficult for us. And with the sending off and going to 10 men, I was pleased to see the reaction of the players, and you could see how much they wanted it and managed to get the goal. So a good point in the end, I think.
Absolutely. Talking about reaction of the players, I was down on training on Tuesday. Awful lot of outfield players coming back, and it looks like we've got a lot of players coming back at the right time.
Yeah, I think it was always going to be the case. We had a busy spell and we lost a few little injuries and a few people not available. So, and the holiday season, thankfully we seem to be over all that now. So no, we had a good 20 here on Tuesday night and all of them training again tonight. So we've got a few headaches now putting the squad together, but there's a lot of competition for places now, and that'll be the case going forward, which should only help us.
Speaking of training, Gary, how's the training sessions been this week?
Yeah, very good. The intensity of the players is there, I think. We've had a couple of weeks now with no midweek games. You can see the players now, there's a freshness about them. So really looking forward to seeing how we go Saturday against a very good Walton team. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so you just mentioned Walton Hersham there. I saw something on social media this week. The last 2 months, they've won a ridiculous amount of league games. They've only conceded like 1 goal in the last 10. This is probably your biggest test at Springfield. And how do you prepare the lads for a game such as this?
Sorry, as boring as always. I think we're at a quarter of the season done. I think it is a big game. It's a league game against the team at the top, and luckily for us, they don't hand the titles out in October. So there's a long way to go. No matter what the result on Saturday, I think there's a long way of the season to go. So yeah, perfect world, we'll get a result and we'll close the gap a little bit, but whatever happens, we're going to keep pushing.
Excellent. And ahead of that game again, can you tell us a little bit about the squad news? Obviously last week out, I think you obviously had a squad of 14. We've lost a player definitely due to suspension, but maybe tell us about any new faces could be in the squad this week.
We've lost Ruben to suspension. Also Jake Brintz tweaked his hamstring on Tuesday, so unfortunately he's probably 2 or 3 weeks away. But the good news is, we've got Lorne back, who wasn't here last week, along with Daryl are both pushing, and also Carl Hines has come back to the squad. So there's a lot of competition in those top areas where it's the important part of the pitch. Goals are to be scored, so that's the place we want the competition. Yeah.
Superb. Well, that's 3 fantastic goal scorers you just mentioned there in Messrs Hines, Wilson and Bickley. So that is really exciting, and the fans will be excited to hear that. So the return of Carl Hines, obviously he's been out for maybe 13 months now. Can you tell us a little bit about Carl returning?
Yeah, no, we've been in constant touch with Carl, and he went back to club football and got his head down and has done really well, and we've kept an eye on him. We have constant chats about when was the right time to bring him back in. And we just felt his energy, and we've seen it in the 2 training sessions this week. He brings a real touch of quality, so it's great to have him back in. I can't wait to see him playing again. I'm sure the supporters will be keen to see him playing.
Excellent. Well, it just leaves me to say all the very best for Saturday. We look forward to coming down and watching.
Yep, can't wait.
Cheers, mate.